One day left on earth. You were in my dream, and you told me that a meteor was heading straight for me. You said I've got a week to make sure I know who to see. If we had one day left on earth, would you call me? Would you call me? And in our last few moments left, would you want me? Would you want me? If we had one day left on earth, would you call me?
Myself and the cars are now landed in Finland, thanks to my dad and Kieran driving the two lorries over here. So we've landed now and I'm feeling nervous as this is my first time driving this track. Mondello wasn't too bad because I knew the track, but this one's a fresh one to me. But I've done lots of laps in the sim and I have practice tomorrow morning, so all I can do is hope for the best and hopefully it goes well. Bit of work done to my car since the last year in Mondello. We dropped it down to my mechanic at D&M Sport, Mike, and he discovered something wrong with the car. He discovered there was a small crack in the manifold, so he had to weld that all back up. And I used to have this problem when I was in semi-pro and the Irish Championship. The manifold kept on cracking, so fingers crossed it stays welded and doesn't break the welds. But geez, I'm hoping for a good weekend and hopefully we can push through and get a good result.
I'll twist and pull it.
Gosh.
James is recording that.
Game day here in Finland. I'm really excited today as I got a lot of laps done in the simulator, so I'm feeling confident. Group A are out now, I'm in Group B, so I'm out at 9:20. So yeah, I'm super excited and hopefully we have a good day.
Taught to be nice, ain't about winning, they'll taught to me twice. I don't play dice, I'll make a move on the board, it's precise. The fuck is the price? I keep it fiddling within the ice. I'm still calling out on my flight. Crew heading east, got a bookie tonight. First stop is Atlanta, I got breakfast plans at the Waffle House. And next up is Miami, I'm in South Beach, from the talk about. Show out, we in Brooklyn, I'm on Flatbush, and we talking about Los Angeles. Got a rich bitch waiting on the couch. Life's gonna try to hold you back. They gon' tell you that you still got time. Any minute this could all fade to black. That's why we
So practice all wrapped up now and it's time to go qualifying. Knowing my luck, as always, it rained. So it's pretty wet out there now, but it's sunny, so I'm not quite sure if it's going to be dry or wet. So I'm just going to have to go out in a wet setup and hope for the best. So yeah, I think I'm like 20 cars back, so I have a bit of time now to relax and trying to reset and go again. But I'm feeling confident. Look, I got everything I want to do done today, so all I can do now is put it out for 2 runs, and if I can't get in, I can't get in, but I'm going to try my best and hopefully we can see ourselves into tomorrow.
Be done. It certainly can. That's what the rest of the drivers are going to have a look at. And next up, we have got our youngest driver on the grid, Conor Falvey, top 5 in qualifying in Ireland at his home track, but different proposition here as he takes this 2JZ S15 off the line. So he's feeling nervous this morning, but he's laser focused right now.
Yeah, he certainly is, Dave. Look at this big flick across the circuit. Oh, and he's dry, catches him out, but he deals with it. The young man, wealth of experience, smashes the back end of that car off the wall, but stays in the outside zone, and that one is good to go. Now looks for it a bit deep on that inner zone, but he deals with it. That's going to lead him nice to the end of that wall, and he tanks it as he comes down the hill. Oh, drops a wheel in the mud. Can he hold on to it? And he can't. Puts himself into a spin.
That will be a 0 on his first run. And you know what? It's knife edge. He can go for it.
Go back to the start line. Conor Falvey sits on the line from Ireland, 16 years old.
Yeah, youngest.
Sits on a 0.
0 from the first run. Youngest driver on the grid. A lot of pressure on young shoulders here to perform. Can't afford one mistake and has to go for it.
Yeah, well, look, he loves driving this track, and he was flying in practice, and he's flying right now. Wow! Falvey puts the spoiler over the wall, but it doesn't set the line. But it keeps himself in it. Now balances that car. Looks for that inside zone transitions. Can he get nice and deep on this zone? He certainly can. As he comes down through over the bump in the circuit, he's very wide. He looks like he's got this one on and in the zone as he looks for the final outside zone across the line. Falvey getting the job done.
Yeah, just one error, big bang into the wall on the first corner, but he made it work. He got back on it pretty quickly. It was a little heavier a hit than he wanted. An 87 on the board for Conor Falvey. Judges rewarding the big risk across the whole run. 6th position so far, and again, he seems to come alive in the second half of qualifying.
Hey, look, even with that wall tap, 54 on the line.
So it's battle day here in Finland. I managed to get back into the battles again, so I'm very happy with that. I have Jakub Przygonski, my first battle, so he's a very good driver, so I'm going to have to push 110%. We're going to go out and practice now, and I'm going to give my all, and we can see how we do.
Before we head to top 16 later on this afternoon, it will be Jakub Przygonski to take on Conor Falvey now.
Got an interesting fact for you here.
Okay, another one.
When Jakub Przygonski started his motorsport career,
it was the year
Conor Falvey wasn't born.
Oh, he wasn't born. I was going to say it was the year he was born.
Yeah, Conor Falvey won too. Falvey will be in the chase position. Jakub Przygonski in the lead position. This one is a game of chess.
It certainly is. The whole championship is a game of chess right now as they fire down. Przygonski's going for a big, fast, wild initiation. And look at Conor Falvey though, no messing around. Przygonski goes into the wall. And Falvey has to hit him. He has nowhere to go and he shuts it down.
What happened there? Did Przygonski go into the wall and bounce back into Falvey, or was Falvey too aggressive? We're going to have to check a replay on this one.
That's what happened. We saw the replay from the back, and you can see that Kuba is hitting the wall first, and then Falvey hits him, and that caused the incomplete. So, yeah, it's Kuba's mistake. You can see it here on the replay. This is a very nice view. There you go.
Yeah, so I guess, yeah, what you're saying is everyone's been doing it, but if you're close, which is where you want the chase driver to be, you can leave nowhere to go there, which is
and this is what I'm saying. And we look, we always have a tussle with the commentary booth, and that's damage on the car. Now, we may have to give Conor Falvey, yes, a complete D-beat, so he's going to need a competition timeout to prepare the car.
At the moment now, the judges are deciding whether he needs to, because he's won the battle, and if he doesn't complete the second half.
So I'm hearing it over my headset. What he has to do is go back, change that rear wheel, and then he has to initiate the first corner to prove that his car is able to compete. Then he will get the win, and then he will be able to drive in top 16. No.
But in order to, he will get the win unanimously either way, because Przygonski is burnt. He would be out of competition if he couldn't prove his car can mechanically do the first corner. I think Conor Falvey, if he can initiate into this first corner, if he can just put a handbrake together, he's going to go to the first top 16 of his Driftmasters career, and that career is looking pretty bright at the moment. You know, he's been up against some big names here. Not easy. Rintanen, Jakub Przygonski, they're your first two opponents when you come into the championship, and he's held his own. Let's see what happens as he comes down. It's the last run of the top 32. Very tentative initiation from Conor Falvey, which is exactly what he needs to do. Pushes it wide, puts it into the wall. He definitely didn't need to do that much, Conor Falvey, and he's decided just to take it on, go through the course, and he shuts it down, which is exactly what he said to the marshal.
So I'm through to the top 16 now. That was my goal for the weekend, to get one step further than Mondello, the top 16. So I had Jakub Przygonski in my first battle, and I knew before it, I was nervous. I knew he's one of the best drivers here, so I was going to have to push hard, and that's what I done. I went in behind him in the wet, and I pushed as hard as I could, but he just lost grip and hit the wall and bounced back into me, and I just broke a Wisehab hub. So we had to weld that back together for me to go out and do my boy run, but I got that done. So yeah, I'm happy now, through to top 16. that feels like my job is done for the weekend. That's as far as I wanted to get. So there'll be a big push on now for the rest of the day, and I'm just going to enjoy it.
Battle between Conor Falvey and Benediktas Cirba. Now Conor Falvey, 16 years of age, is the youngest driver on the grid. He's got through Jakub Przygonski in the top 32. Benediktas Cirba did not get tested. He had a free buy run in that top 32, but Cirba has way more experience than the youngster Falvey.
Conor Falvey on a better lead line than Cirba. Can Cirba hang with a 16-year-old? Oh, Falvey takes the forward, upsets the car, but he starts to pull away now. Cirba shuts the car down mid-track as parts off of Falvey's car disappear in the background. And Conor Falvey puts foot to floor. Can he hold on to it? Can he complete this run? Or did Benediktas Cirba deem anything there to knock him out of competition? What has happened?
Was it a rebound off Falvey's car that caused the issue? That's the question we're going to have to ask now. What happened with Cirba's car? Did he hit Falvey and cause an issue? No, he's looking at something electronic.
Yeah, so it's the electronics in the car. He's looking at the dash. These guys all want digital dashes and what they call a PDM.
Oh God, that's big damage on the back.
Big damage. He's damaged the radiator.
And it's split the radiator on the back of the car as well, and it's pouring out steam on the back of Conor Falvey's car. So we have an incomplete from, and this could be a case if he's not safe to run, he would be out of competition. So this could be swinging back the other way very quickly.
So he's losing coolant. Yeah, look, he's losing coolant out of the car, which means Martin won't be allowed to send him. Trying to listen in. We're sorry for the pause in our commentary, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to listen in to hear what Conor Falvey's saying to our start line marshal Martin. Conor Falvey was looking at the dash in the car, that digital dash which gives all the drivers all the information from all the sensors around the car, the oil pressure, the coolant temperature, and he was saying the car's not hot, the car is fine.
It's just too heavy a hit with the wall, that's all it takes. It's interesting to see. You can see Cirba waiting there. Now he would have to complete this, and I think if Conor Falvey goes out of competition, you can see he's dejected.
Yeah, he's dejected.
It's a very harsh way to go out of competition.
The line with Benediktas Cirba, no, Conor Falvey retired that car due to mechanical failure. The radiator taking a big hit with the wall now. Cirba will have to.
So my day is all wrapped up. I got knocked out in the top 16, but it wasn't the way I wanted to go out. What actually happened was I done my run and I hit the wall again, the first wall. So that burst my radiator, so the water leaked everywhere. So the car had literally no water in it, so it was overheating. But I actually had a 10-0 in that run because Cirba shut down. So I had a 10-0, but I wasn't able to complete the second half of the battle because the car was broken. So unfortunately that was the end of my weekend. But I had a great weekend. Look, in Mondello I got a top 32, now I got a top 16. So I'm improving all the time, and I like seeing the progress, and hopefully by the end of the year we can try and get a podium. But yeah, just as usual, I'd like to thank everyone who came here to take part and give us a hand and kept me on track all week. It's been a lot of crashing this weekend, but everyone kept me on track. So I'd like to thank all the Drift Games lads for bringing us here and giving me this opportunity. It's great as always, and of course my team all around me and everyone here to support me. You've all been the best all weekend, and you dealt with everything I threw at you. And of course James Higgins, Drift Theory, the man behind all the vlogs and everything. So I'd like to thank him too, and all the other media lads who done everything for me this weekend. We're going to Riga now in 4 weeks, so we have to go back home now and prepare for that, get back on that simulator and drive the life out of it. So hopefully in Riga we can get a top 8 and progress even more.
So Maisie, a fantastic weekend here at Driftmasters. I mean, what an incredible result. Your brother did so well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
And what do you think of his driving? I think that, you know what, he's pushing so hard, going from a really difficult time in Valencia and then almost not qualifying in Ireland to coming here and just putting it all on the line. I think he's doing really well.
Yeah, I think he's really good, and his driving is improving a lot since he was in IDC and he did very good this weekend. He finished in the top 16, I think. I don't really know. And
correct.
Yeah, that's all.
the job, isn't it, Maisie? I mean, look, he's having to push through so many different barriers. Like, he's driving in front of so many people. He's got a brand new setup, big team. Like, that takes a lot of guts.
It does.
It does.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I mean, Maisie, you've been an amazing contributor to this evening. So I'm gonna let you go there. Stay off the beers tonight, all right?
Yeah, all right.
Good girl. Back to you.